Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
You know it.
Look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes, get your drink, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Your ass should already be
subscribed.
Subscribed. All right, y'all. All right. Welcome. Come on in. We going into what? This 4th of July tomorrow.
4th of July tomorrow.
The 4th of July tomorrow.
4th of July.
Okay? Y'all don't blow y'all hands up. Don't set no shit on fire. Just saying. But what you should do is subscribe, because you already know we need 500 subs. That's our goal. So please, if you with us, we're Trending Topics Podcast, Trending Topics channel. You don't like a topic today, you'll like it tomorrow. So please, instead of blowing your hands off, subscribe. Okay?
You got to work Friday?
Yes, I do.
Nah.
But we getting 2 hours of liberal leave.
No.
So I get off early. So I'll probably be off at like 11:30.
Oh, shit. That ain't nothing.
Yeah,
you can breeze through that.
Yeah. But I'm up at 5, though. I'm up at 5. So that's tough. But
hopefully you get a nap in or something.
Yeah. Hopefully. Maybe. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. Man, look. I had to give myself, I played myself, right? So all year long, my refrigerator, right? I put stuff in there, strawberries, spinach, even my milk. And I'm wondering, like, why is this shit going bad so fast? But my refrigerator it's like not cold, but cool. So I'm like, wait a minute, why the fuck? Because, the smoothie thing.
Yeah.
So I bought my strawberries, and then, like, a day or two later, I'm like, what the hell, why they going,
Right.
Man, I checked the junk, and I had the knob down to, it say cool.
Yeah.
And then it got colder.
Yeah.
It was all on cool.
Oh.
I was like, what the hell?
Everything.
And it was like that literally probably for a year.
Everything going bad. Quick as hell.
It's quick as hell, and I never knew why. I just like, man, I need to get some people to get a new refrigerator up in here. This joint ain't.
Yeah, it ain't hitting
I
on
thought
that.
it was on the right. I wasn't even paying attention. Not paying attention.
Yeah.
Not paying. I'm thinking refrigerator going bad. I went in that junk like, let me see something here. Moved the junk. I said, oh, that junk say cold. I turned the joint up cold. Next day, everything damn near ice cold in that junk. I'm heated.
It'd be like that, man.
I wasted so much stuff. It's
because you're getting older.
Played myself. Yeah.
This is the mistakes that moms make, bro. You gotta do better.
Oh, yeah. Most
got to
definitely.
do better. No, it's like, man, it happens, y'all. Please check y'all temperature regularly in y'all refrigerators, okay?
Yeah.
For real, because it happens.
I can't keep no fruit or nothing in there. I was like, man, what the hell's going on? Never even pay attention at the knob. I just thought,
Yeah.
Never pay attention to my knob.
Damn. I know you waste a lot of money, too.
Yeah.
Well, probably because, one, you put more fruit in there now because you're doing smoothies and stuff, and maybe you notice.
That started
now, notice it more. I think before, you probably wasn't as keeping as much fruit, so you probably didn't notice as much. You knew, but you're like, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? All right, next time. Whatever. You're not buying fruit as often. Yeah. But let me tell y'all, that shit matter because inflation is out here. It's expensive out here. So, and I know me because I work out a lot, and so I always make it a priority to put, like, fresh vegetables and fresh fruit in my body at least 4 times out of the 7 days of the week. I do my best. So that shit matters. If that stuff go bad quick, you like, God dang, you gotta go, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back to the store and buy it again. Or don't buy it, and then you gotta eat how you eat. And then you thrown off, So I definitely understand the struggle on that.
Yeah.
That's
so I learned my lesson. But now, refrigerator good. Refrigerator on cold.
Good. Hey, that's a reminder for y'all. It's the summertime. Please go check your refrigerators too. Not right now, but when this episode out, check your refrigerator.
No, I'm sorry. Let me tell you how I found it. Wasn't just that. One day, I got up in the morning and I was in a rush. Had somewhere to go. I went in the refrigerator, got me some water. I come back now. This is probably like it was dark when I got back.
And I
was like, where the fuck that light coming from? Out in the kitchen. Refrigerator open. All day long.
All day? Oh, that means something wasn't closed properly. Something.
No, I left it. I never even closed the joint. Like, I just went and got a joint, rolled out.
Damn. You was rushing.
Dude. I said, man, yeah, it's a lot of things. I'm like, well, wait a minute, I got to slow down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I go down the rabbit hole with a rack of stuff. I can tell you, I ain't got time. We ain't got the time.
No, we don't. but y'all keep in mind it happens. So please remind yourself, okay? Slow it down.
Slow down. Yeah.
Slow down. That's an important message that we got for today. Before we get into this topic, we talking about the BET Awards. We talk about all the out of control shenanigans that popped off at the BET Awards this year. They not like us, and it is always us that got some out of control shenanigans going on or whatever. So please, if you stayed this long, sub right now. We about to get into it.
We need 45.
We need 45 more to get to 500, y'all. That was our goal. Please be kind. Help us out, okay? Help us out.
Yeah, thank you y'all that loved our last video.
Absolutely, yes. Thank our newest subscribers too. Yeah, if you tune in again, please. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your sub, and promise
we see y'all.
We see you, and you will stay entertained. Believe me. Like I said, as things go on and we get where we need to go, we will start having some incentives for that. Okay,
and probably going live.
That's right. Well, yeah, definitely want to get to that point. So, yeah, we just trying to make sure we build our audience. So please, if you feeling us, if you get a laugh, you get, you know what I'm saying, you just like the dialogue, whatever it is that draws you to us, go ahead and sub and stick with us, man. That's why I tell people, get their smokes and their drinks. We chill. We going to keep it real, all right?
Yep, 45 to 500, y'all. Let's go.
That's it. Let's go. All right, so, look, for the first things first, I'm going to bring up right off the top. There was a whole debacle. Y'all already know the BET Awards. Taraji P. Henson was the master of ceremonies. She was the host. This year, usually it's somebody like, Monique or, I don't remember who else, y'all, but I know.
I believe she did it before.
She had done it before, yeah, because I know people were saying that they would have preferred to have Monique over Taraji for some reason this year. So I'm just like, okay, wow, I heard that part, right? So Taraji did a lot. It was good. She came out with her to introduce herself as a host with the They Not Like Us, you know, with the parody on the Kendrick, but she changed it into her own words, whatever, had her red hoodie. They not like us.
I couldn't really understand what she was saying because the music was overcoming her
rap. Yeah.
So I had to really listen to it over again. I didn't get to watch it, but I watched stuff that people put out, the videos are put out.
Yeah.
So I got to see her. I think it was on YouTube when I watched her video of that.
Yeah.
You know, it was hard to understand what she was saying.
I was definitely trying to listen close to. So I know what you're saying. It was really hard, but I know it was based off of the drama and the things that she had been through. You already know all that talk about women, you know, not being paid equally in the industry and all of that. So I think that's mainly what she was going off of.
Right.
But so I'm skipping all the way first. I want to start with this because this was the craziest thing. This is the thing that's going viral the most right now after some time. Taraji and Keith Lee. They get into a little mix-up at the BET Awards. You know, she's giving all these content creators their flowers, and the likes of Jordan the Stallion and Keith Lee were there. And we all know Keith Lee is a food reviewer. He literally shut down a lot of restaurants in Atlanta from his food reviews. And then Jordan, he does secret ingredient stuff. You know, he does secret ingredients for different places like Chick-fil-A, for their sauces, for syrups, and different things like that. Definitely well respected. And they say the Jordan guy, he has some content with Method Man. They say he looked like Method Man. Yeah. So he has that whole thing going on. And he's only 26. But he definitely looks, I'm thinking Method Man looking younger than this guy. Right? So either way, so she goes into the crowd. She gets to Keith Lee's section with his wife next to him. And then we have Jordan the Stallion right there. So Jordan the Stallion is sitting there. So she walks up and she does say Method Man lookalike. But she directs that to Keith Lee first. So Keith Lee, he confused, but he like, okay, he just going with it. Then next thing you know, she starts going into the dialogue of, oh, I bet you would say, I look like, I'm guessing she's talking about her dress. Her dress, you would give the dress a 10 out of 10. But she directed that to the Method Man lookalike, actually, which was Jordan. So she did not know who Keith Lee was technically, because I believe she was going by seating.
Yeah, right.
And so in the seats, they switched the seats. So I don't know. That was BET fault. You know what I'm saying? For the award. That was a little mishap. Mm-hmm. Okay. So of course, after that happened, when they directed, like, oh no, you talking to Jordan? That's Keith Lee. She's like, oh, you fine too. I'm sorry, you fine too. I bet you would say this is 10 out of 10. She just was like, oh well, give him his flower, and she laughed it off and wanted to keep it moving. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she was embarrassed. But I think when you're a performer, you have to be professional and you got to keep it pushing. What you going to do? Have a meltdown right there? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So she just didn't.
She did good.
She did what she had to do, even though it was rude. And then she kind of was like, oh, give him my number, like call me. But I know that was a joke. And I feel like him and his wife took it as a joke. Mm-hmm. But of course, a lot of people was like, oh, that was so disrespectful because his wife was sitting right there. And she did ask Jordan if he was single. And that really was directed to Keith Lee. So I'm sure... had it been directed to Keith Lee would have been like, hey, I'm married. Mm-hmm. Like, you see, this is my wife right here. Right. And then she could have changed that dialogue. Because I'm sure a little bit of that was, like, script, but also improv.
Right.
So, yeah, y'all, it got messy. Because then after that mix-up happened and she moved on, Keith Lee, he does a thing. He gets on Instagram, takes his rose, decide he want to drop the damn rose on the ground, on the camera. So he recorded himself taking a rose and dropping it, right? So, of course, a lot of people like, oh, that's petty. Like, you didn't even have to do all that. Okay. So then he deletes it, comes back, and then he explains that, hey, it wasn't about Taraji. It was more about BET. So I'm just going to say a little bit about, I'm going to play a little bit about what he said, just to give a little more context. Real quick.
She smoked it last night. I don't think for 1 second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing. We felt amazing. We was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety. And for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment.
So that was just a little piece of it. I didn't want to play all of it because y'all get the gist of the situation. He wasn't talking about her Taraji, but I think he felt like people should know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I felt like hurt on that. Yeah, I think he was hurt because he felt like why did he have to in his moment get embarrassed? He probably felt like if he would have got his flowers properly, it would have been right.
Oh, it was a mistake, honest mistake.
I agree. I totally agree.
Again, like I said, it wasn't on Taraji. It was on BET for switching and not letting Taraji know that they were switched.
That they switched the seats, right?
Stop crying, move on.
Right.
It happened. So what? Yeah. It could have happened to anybody.
So and then Taraji, she comes behind it and she has something to say and she's less than forgiving to him. Because then she's like, life is really too short for this behavior. He wasn't in his seat. They give celebrity assigned seats. I rehearsed all day to hit my mark and that young man wasn't in his seat. So he missed his moment. His ego was hurt. He will be fine. I cleaned it up at the end of the show. That's right. No love lost. God bless.
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, she said it back. Even though I do feel like she didn't, maybe when he talked, she didn't listen to the whole thing and she assumed that he was attacking her. Sure, he shouldn't have come. I think his complaint was more so with BET than it was with Taraji.
I don't care. You're a crybaby.
Yeah.
Move on. Yeah. Shut up. It happened. Shut up. Why y'all going in? I miss my mom. Shut up.
I agree, man. People be crying too much. Like, for real. Damn. At least you got acknowledgement. Because people knew him enough to be able to correct Taraji right there. Because a lot of people who probably wouldn't even corrected her if they didn't know who he was. Like, shit, we don't know who you is, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they was able to be like, oh, no, that's him. So at least out of respect for that, he could have, but I guess in his mind, I think real live, he probably felt like Taraji ended up being blasé about it too. at the end of the day, he probably was like, man, after she found out it was me, you know, she was like, oh, well, you fine too. Give you your flowers. And she kept it pushing. Man. But she had to do what she had to do.
I would have just laughed the joint. If it happened to me, I would have just laughed the joint off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
Thank you, Taraji. You know, laugh it off and let her keep going. You know, no, come on, man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Sucker.
I feel that.
Sucker move, man.
So, yeah, y'all. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it. I feel like, okay, the only thing that was a little questionable was the whole to call me in front of his wife. I think she could have altered that a little bit. But I think that in the moment, because she was caught off, she wasn't able to catch herself on that area. Mm-hmm. So people, of course, was like, oh, that's disrespectful, whatever. But
it wasn't. She was just throwing that last thing in just to get a chuckle, throw folks off.
Yeah, you know to throw people off. Yeah, I agree with that. I could say that. Okay,
man,
I could say
people,
that.
Man,
I know, it'd be a lot.
Sick, yeah.
Okay, so look, let me jump to the other OC moment. Like, so we talking about real quick Angela Simmons and her gat clutch, her purse. Okay, what do we feel about that? So people got hella upset that she came to the red carpet. She was pointing the joint, you know, gat toting and stuff. She was trying to be a little thuggy thug or whatever on the red carpet, and also she was pointing it at photographers, and they said they didn't go over well. So some people was feeling like, oh, it was so distasteful of her, especially because her baby daddy, you know, passed from gun violence and everything, and that she should have been more mindful. And, you know, she came back and, you know, said that, hey, basically, she just thought the joint was cute. She did not think it was going to be such a big deal or whatever. So what do you think? You think it was a dumb decision for her to, like, come there with a purse shaped as a gun? Like, it was a custom purse shaped as a gun. It was emerald too, nice and green, so you could see it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be no Bama. I mean, she could do what she want.
Yeah.
But she definitely should have been mindful. Okay, it's the BET Awards, a Black Awards show. Mm-hmm. We already getting, you know, flack for a lot of stuff.
Facts, that part.
You gotta chill. Mm-hmm. That wasn't the way to do it.
Especially not at a Black Award show.
Yeah, and then you in that joint, you know, holding it.
Yeah, and then she was doing this with it.
Come on, that's not you.
That ain't
come
her.
on. I mean, she has been a little different lately.
Because
she with Cuz.
Yo, got it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She a little different, but come on now.
She feeling
somebody,
herself.
I blame the people around her that's not saying, Angela, I don't know, you might want to set that one down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Might not want to do that here.
Yeah, but
like, if you're going to the regular club, do that. Take your regular picture on your Instagram post, do that. But not at the awards. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is out of control because I feel like BET, you know, every other award is just appears to be a little more classier than BET. Mm-hmm. You know, I, even though it shouldn't be. Man, look, I don't see what the...
She could have did it at the BET Hip Hop
Award.
Awards.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they got the BET Awards.
And then they got the Hip Hop Awards.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a difference to it. But
it is a little
different. But... BET Hip Hop Awards maybe would have smoothed on a little better. I don't know. It's still wrong. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's wrong. It's just not tasteful.
No, it wasn't tasteful. I mean, even though I do agree, I know she's not that type. Her daggone father's a reverend, and she had like tennis shoes she was selling as a kid. Like, she's definitely not about that life. Okay. We know that for a fact. But I think that a lot of people, the ignorance comes in it where you're not about that life. Mm-hmm. If she was about that life, she would know. Yeah. You don't see Sexy Red up there with a gat. She throwing money. She
let everybody know she paid.
Yeah. That was she throwing bow. Okay, you don't see her with a gun. That's somebody who ain't about that life. Mm-hmm. Who would be up there with that because she doesn't know. In her mind, she's not thinking about the ramifications of that. Mm-hmm. You know, but there are a lot of people who are because our community, like, think about the Julio Fulio. I don't know if you heard about that guy, but it is a lot of violence, unfortunately. A lot of blacks killing blacks, and that's just what it is. So, you know, we unaliving blacks. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole epidemic. It's a whole thing. But I don't know. I feel like she made a bad move. Another bad decision. Another out of control OC, people just not thinking. Okay? People, I don't know what people on these days.
They think they can do what they want to do.
Pretty much.
Because of who they are.
Because of who they are, exactly. Yeah. And they don't realize they under the scrutiny. Yeah. That's the thing. When you on camera, everything's recorded now.
Everything's recorded.
Every picture you take, every step you take, every breath you take, it's recorded.
And everybody gonna see it quickly.
Yeah. So
in a matter of seconds.
And everybody's opinions coming in a matter of seconds. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as that shit posts, bow, oh, she ain't, she mm-hmm. and people running their mouth. So, you got to be accountable, because everybody going to say something. And your publicist is going to expect you to say something. Mm-hmm. Okay? All right. Well, we're going to move on from that because, hey, we know it was foolish what she did. She learned from it. She won't be doing that again, I'm sure. All right, let's talk about the tribute. All woman tribute. How do we feel about Usher? Great, he's the greatest. I think he's going down in history along with, a lot of the greats. Is this
what award was this? Longevity award?
No, he lifetime achievement.
Now see, I got an issue with that.
Okay.
How old is Usher?
How old is Usher? I feel like he's at least
in his 40 something.
He's at least in his 40s.
And when he started, probably 15 or something.
He was definitely 15. Oh, younger than that. I know he was like 13 when he went to Puffy Diddy camp or something.
Was he? Because I want to know Usher listened to.
He's 45.
Yeah, I'm a couple years older than him. Mm-hmm. I want to listen to him like that. Did he blow up when he was younger? When did he blow up? In his 20s?
When he was young.
15?
No, he was 15. Because when he did Nice and Slow, and he did Me and You, not Me and You, Lord. He did Nice and Slow, and he did My Way. He was literally a teen. He was like 15, 16.
I'm thinking, I'm saying, like, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Lifetime.
But 15 to 45?
I guess that's a lifetime. That's ain't no like. You still got more music to make. You still.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking when you get up in your 60s and you drop like 3, 4, 5 more albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people still loving you at your age. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's lifetime to me.
I agree. But I guess they want to give him his flowers while he's here, which is weird to me.
He's 45. Where he going? I understand things happen.
Where he going? That's what that's just me. You know how I get to thinking. My wheels get to spinning. Like, why he got to get the Lifetime Achievement Award right now?
Yeah, that's my whole point.
Yeah, like
that's my point.
They definitely could have stretched that up 10 more years. 54, I get given.
Yeah,
right.
There you go.
Because he's still
young.
His movements, everything
still young.
He's still doing it.
He ain't even finished yet. Right. Come on now. They're like giving making somebody go to Hall of Fame and they still playing basketball.
Right.
Come on, no, man. I agree. I agree. Yeah. I agree he deserve it, but I don't agree right now.
Right.
Let him go a little bit more, put more product out. When he get older, 55, 60, then drop the Lifetime joint on him.
Yeah.
Because, we appreciate him a little bit more.
A little bit more after that. Yeah, I get that. All right, so what do we feel about the performances? I know one of the performances that I wasn't feeling was Marsha Ambrose, who is, I don't know, she was a part of Flowetry, which is back then.
I remember Flowetry.
All you gotta do is say yeah. Well,
that's a great song. I like that song though.
Her vocals was not vocaling. She wasn't hitting.
Because maybe her shit was
hitting.
Is it Marsha Ambrose?
Marsha Ambrose. She was the
you know what? She was. Did you see? I was wondering. You know the porch dude in DC that hold different bands or people on the porch. Mm-hmm. I believe she was on the porch the other. I ain't gonna say, I don't know when, but he posted it.
Yeah, she could have been.
And she was on that joint. Sounded good to me.
Yeah, she could have been. But I'm saying just maybe, and yet again, you have all women doing a male song, doing male's music. And don't get me wrong, while women can't sing it, where were the males at? Why couldn't there be any males singing? I haven't forgot the song that Marsha Ambrose did, but why were there no males doing this in the tribute other than Childish Gambino, who is also Danny Glover? Okay, yeah, she was on there. And maybe it just wasn't her song. Because some octaves, every song has different octaves, different tones, different, and maybe it just wasn't her shit. Because she definitely didn't sound good to me. But I can say there's quite a few performances I did enjoy. Like Chloe Bailey. Hers was really good. Coco Jones, because Chloe Bailey did Good Kisser. Coco Jones did There Goes My Baby. And, her and NLE Chopper had a little look, and then she lap danced a little bit at Usher's wife, and then she serenaded
Which
Usher
one?
a little bit. Coco Jones did that, yeah. Tiana Taylor, Victoria, they did the little rendition of a song. I forgot whatever song that was, but Beyonce and Usher did something at the BET Awards in the past, and their performance was great. Lovely performance. Definitely giving a little bisexualis. They definitely kind of pushing that. A lot of female on female action. I've seen a lot of just very female dominated BET award this year because of, like I said, because of Taraji, and then you have the all damn near 97%. No, that's 98% because only Childish Gambino was the only male to do it. But and I think they said Tinashe, it was some Summer Walker, Keke Palmer, she did really good too. Keke Palmer, her vocals wasn't vocaling like that, but her showmanship.
You definitely gonna give you that.
She killed it. So I'm digging Keke Palmer. So, but I felt like Marsha Ambrosius threw me off a little bit on that. She threw me off on her. On her performance. Everybody else, it wasn't as memorable enough for me to be like, oh, was it good? Was it bad? Other than Chloe Bailey and Coco, and Keke Palmer and Tiana Taylor and Victoria Monet, they were really good. Tinashe, she was okay. I'm not familiar with her that much, but I feel like he's a hitter. He does hits. Yeah. So they should have bought. I mean, Tyrese was in the crowd. Like, why wasn't Tyrese up there? Yeah. To sing something that,
maybe they just wanted, like you said, a female-led thing this time.
It had to be.
Maybe they wanted to do something different.
It had to be, because it was definitely very female-led this year.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as they did it well.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing wrong with it.
That's true. But other than that, the other thing is, I just want to bring up, and then, like I said, we're not really going to get into it this episode. Check us out on next episode, y'all, which will be episode 94. But I'm a little bit concerned. I think the whole pandering, the Democratic pandering to the black folk at the award show, Tamala saying she in these streets, throws me off a little bit. I'm not gonna get completely into it, but please, if you interested in that content, go to episode 94. And we're going to get into all the political stuff, Biden, Trump, Republican, Democrat, black, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it, y'all. So, but right now, that's all I got for the out of control moments. Things I felt. Oh, one more thing though. Ray J. Ray J getting into it at an after party with Zeus Network.
He had a shirt off of that joint, didn't he?
Yeah. They said he ain't let him in, and he trying to unalive himself. Ray J, what's going on, man? What is happening? Are you spinning, crashing out? I feel like he crashing out. What's going on?
I wonder if he on drugs or something. I wonder if he do drugs.
He could be.
This couldn't be natural with him acting like that.
I've been hearing that, he was a runner for Whitney Houston. That's a rumor that's going around. Like, I've been reading a lot. They say, because, they thought him and Whitney Houston was dating. They say, really, he was a runner. Like, he would bring her shit. And he said on one of these little radio casts that she's sober if I want her to be sober. So that's a whole thing right there. Like, how is a grown-ass woman sober when you want? You young.
Yeah,
You're way younger than her.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's going on with that, Ray J? I'm just saying. It's out of control.
He's probably a teenager or something.
Yeah, but he ain't get let in. So, he clearly done something, but he got into it with Zeus Network, Lemuel. I don't know all the ins and outs, y'all, because guess what? I'm a person of black excellence. I do not watch Zeus Network. It's shenanigans. That's the Krishan Rock stuff. So I don't get into it, But what I will say is, hey, whatever happening, I pray for your boy. I pray that he gets out of that mindset of wanting to unalive himself and deal with depression. I don't know what he's battling with or what he's done that's got him feeling this way, but I do hope it gets better. But guess what? For us, why is it always us? Huh? It ain't the Video Music Awards. Okay? It ain't the Video Music Awards. It ain't the other awards. It's all the dominated white ones. You see why Beyonce and Jay-Z don't show up to these joints, right? Okay? It's always a lot of hoopla.
I wouldn't show up either.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a lot of shenanigans and hoopla with
Mail me my award. Mail me mine.
Right. Just put me on video or something.
I don't know. Like, if we blow up and y'all give us an invitation, I'll come to the first one.
We're going to be there. We'll be there. We ain't that big. Anyway, y'all, please. All right, that's it for me and Jay for what's the out of control moments we found. Look, if you like this, please comment, subscribe. We need 500. We appreciate you, y'all. Me and Jay about to be up out of here. Happy 4th of July.
Peace.